welcome back to Take a Pitch. You know it's an important episode when Billy's got the hat forward instead of backwards. I mean, listen, we're just going to let it all out. We're probably going to go full meltdown here because as Mets fans, and we let it be known that we're Mets fans and diehard Mets fans at that.
Yes.
It's going to hurt doing this episode.
Yeah, it already hurts. It hurt all day.
This is really going to be the first Mets therapy session we do. It's going to be a heavy therapy session. It's going to be intense. One of those that you don't want to go back to your therapist after, but you know you're going to.
You know you have to.
I'm going to start out by saying Billy and I both are in an abusive relationship with the Mets.
Very.
Am I wrong?
Very.
This is just
not very wrong. You were very right.
This is just a plain old abusive.
Yeah. Say the
now,
least.
At the time of the recording, we're recording on the 2nd. So we wake up this morning, and I'm walking my dog a little bit, and I get an alert. The Mets trade for Billy Hamilton. Okay, great. Why?
I really wish I could tell you.
Now, the deal is that they gave up Jordan Humphreys.
Yes.
Who was an 18th round draft pick in 2014, I want to say? Or he was an 18th round pick, I know that.
2015.
In 2015. And the guy showed promise. Don't get me wrong. Live arms, some plus stuff.
Yeah, he had TJ in, I believe it was his first year, right?
Yeah.
After he got drafted?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And he was really pitching well.
Yeah.
He was one of the guys that was, almost an afterthought in the second. He was kind of the second wave of the Mets pitching prospects.
Mm-hmm.
After the Harvey, DeGrom, Wheeler, Syndergaard. He was that second wave that was supposed to kind of bolster the back end should one of those guys leave.
Yeah. I see
With him and Cespedes, I think it was. Is how you say his name?
I have no idea how to say his name. We've said it about 40 different ways.
Who also had Tommy John surgery?
𝐒𝐒𝐔𝐍𝐃𝐁.
Who they added, made debut. Yeah, listen, I mean, the breakdown begins so far back that we can't address it. We'll be here for hours.
Yes.
But 𝐒𝐒𝐿 made his debut. Looked really nice.
He did. He gave up a home run to Ronald Acuna Jr. his first of the year.
But other than that, didn't allow much.
No, his live arm.
Yeah.
What they, how they described him, really, and we got him from Philly.
Yep.
Philly, yeah.
I think that was part of the Asdrubal Cabrera deal.
Yeah. I knew it was Cabrera.
Not the Vargy deal.
No.
We got Austin Bossert.
Yeah, I don't even remember.
The fucking Double-A catcher who's 29 years old.
Yes.
All right.
Disrespect to Vargy.
What the fuck is Brody doing?
Name. Dude, I wish I could tell you what Brody was doing. I'll tell you right now, this is not even bold whatsoever, as I like to make my bold predictions, and they usually come true. Not bold at all. Brody will be fired at the end of the year. Mets will have new ownership. Goodbye.
I want to agree with you, but I really feel like the dysfunction with this franchise will carry over till the end of time.
You know what? I have a big feeling that if it's Stevie Cohen, if it's Uncle Stevie, you say goodbye to everybody in the front office. Goodbye.
Even Omar Minaya.
Gone.
Okay.
I think everybody's gone.
All right.
Anybody that had anything to do with Will Ponds, gone. That's what I would do. I would clean house. Totally. Look at the Marlins. Look at the Marlins. From Loria to Jeter. Gone. Completely.
Not exactly the best comparison.
No, but I'm just saying. Look at most teams that sell. Most teams, they usually clean house.
Right.
I think Brody's gone.
I mean, listen. Jordan Humphreys, after the Tommy John, he threw up a .77 ERA in the Arizona Fall League.
Yes.
A .77. It was an 11 and 2/3 innings, but still, you're not gonna get that many innings in the Arizona Fall League.
Yeah.
The guy has good stuff. He doesn't have high velocity stuff.
No,
but he's got good stuff,
right?
Yeah.
Tops out in the mid-90s, I think.
And on a team and we're looking at this team right now, and they're starved for pitching.
Yeah, I mean, granted, last year he only played in rookie ball.
Right, but this year we're seeing a lot of guys make that massive jump. I mean,
Yeah, he could have. I'm just saying, a lot of guys do, they do make that jump. Yes. But
At least this year.
He is he's 24, but his highest that he's ever pitched was high A ball with St. Lucie.
Right.
It's
a difficult situation because we know he had a lot of potential. Still does. Going into that Giants ballpark, I think it's going to help him.
Yeah.
But I don't get it. Brody's given up a lot of young talent in his tenure.
And
to say the least, I'm not gonna say the name. I'm not gonna say the name.
Why?
I'm not gonna say the name. Not yet.
I can't. Okay. You
not
got
yet.
something planned?
No, I'm just not gonna say it yet. I'm not ready to say it yet. But he's given up a lot of young talent and a lot of talent that it's very obvious that it could have been used very soon in the Mets organization.
Yeah, can't disagree with that.
Made some terrible trades. Like, why the fuck are you bringing in Keon Broxton to get 4 last year? What is he gonna do?
I honestly like the Keon
deal,
Broxton signing. Signing, right? Or was it a trade? No, it was a trade for Bobby Wall. I actually like that because I didn't really care for Bobby Wall, and I saw Keon Broxton as a 20 home run guy and a 20 stolen base guy with fantastic defense.
I don't know what you were looking at.
He's gonna strike it. He did it. He did it with
I know.
Milwaukee. I know. He has that capability, and he did. But
it's a bad day when I'm double cupping on a solo cup.
Better than a styrofoam.
Hey, save the environment that way. But I think there's only one move that he made that I liked.
Which one? I agree.
Looking back, don't get me wrong. I love Marcus Stroman. I think he was a good piece to add last year. Essentially as insurance for Wheeler.
Yeah.
But that was a hefty price he gave up.
For Stroman?
Yeah. I think Woods Richardson is going to be.
Oh, really yes. Yes, I agree on that. Simeon Woods Richardson is going to be. He's going to be elite. Yes.
Yeah. But the one deal I think that he did a good job on was the J.D. Davis deal, which was probably the best deal in Major League Baseball over the past 2 years.
That is what I texted you saying earlier.
Well, I was looking at it. You're right, 100%.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
Who did we give up? Like two young schlubs, right?
Yeah, that guy Ross Adolph, who I was a big fan of because I thought he could come up and produce, but he never really did.
Oh, I thought you were just a fan of him because you're Jewish.
Oh, no.
Oh,
what? His name's Ross?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, good God. This episode's going to be a shit show. But this is how you know we've had enough of it. We're done. I mean, this is... It's bad, dude.
It is very bad. Yes, J.D. Davis is, look at it, steal and a half. He's hitting good again so far this year. He's very clearly going to be with the Mets for a while.
Long term, yeah.
Yeah, for at least another 5 years. Yeah.
I think, and don't get me wrong, he did a good job retooling the bullpen this offseason.
Okay.
He did.
On paper,
yes.
The Mets have an elite bullpen.
The Mets have a very good team.
On paper.
Right. But what did I tell you when everyone's saying, or high on the Mets, when everybody's high on the Mets? What did I tell you? When everyone's high on the Mets fans should know better not to get high on them. Yep. We drank the fucking Kool-Aid. We just went, we're going to win. We drank the fucking Kool-Aid.
That's Gatorade.
Same shit. You get the point. We drank the Kool-Aid.
I know.
We gave in.
I know.
And look, we're disappointed. We should have known this was coming.
Yep. You know what? It's
I got a text today. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, it's our punishment for not having a June. Throw the June into July and August.
I got a text today. What would you expect from a really good team, Mets team, in a 60-game season? I go. Well, sorry. The text was they're gonna go 10-50. What else would you expect from a really good Mets team in a 60-game season? I'm like, that's exactly what I'd expect because it's the Mets. They're a really good team on paper, and a lot of these analysts and experts
Yeah.
are saying this is a team to beat. This is a team that's going to challenge the Braves in the East. This weekend,
You know what?
they were not challenging the Braves.
And me and Macca both said, good job. Me and Macca both said, that the Braves and the Nationals aren't that good. I think that was last weekend. We both said it.
Yeah.
And they proved us wrong. Both of them proved us wrong. They are both a lot scarier than I gave them credit for, because although Ronald Acuna Jr. is not hitting, the rest of that team is hitting.
Right. And Nick Marquez decided, you know what, I'm going to play this year.
Yep.
Which,
back.
hold on. I want to talk about that real quick. What the fuck, man? You can't opt in. You bailed on your teammates before. And listen, I get it. It's a health issue. I get it. You said you wanted out because of a health issue. I get that. But what point? What makes you say, you know what? I'm okay. I'm fine. He did this right before the Miami Marlins decided to go essentially poison half their team with COVID.
He probably had a conversation with his wife and said, you know what, this and that. It's behind the scenes stuff. It's behind the scenes stuff.
Of course, listen, it's his private stuff that obviously, but like, you see your team sucks now, and now you're gonna let me go save the day. I bit my tongue again. Fuck.
All right. So, Mr. Numb Tongue over here keeps biting his tongue. I guess he had dental work, has some Novocaine in his mouth, but
not yet soon though. I gotta get to the dentist.
Yeah. Attaboy. Anyway, I don't know what was going on there. I'm fine with it. I don't really care. I like Nick Markakis as a player.
Yep.
I think that he's a fantastic player, very consistent, and
he's a guy that has a Hall of Fame case too, a very low key Hall of Fame case.
Yeah,
a case, not an argument.
You know what? He's that guy that me and Mac talk about. The guy that's not the clear cut guy.
Right.
He's one of those guys that have done it over a long time consistently, and
you're never going to look at peak for him. You're going to look at career-wise. You're going to look at what he's done every year and how he's done it.
Yes.
Yeah.
How consistent he was. Because I think consistently, if you're consistently good, you deserve consideration.
But enough about Nick Markakis, because all he's going to do is burn the Mets. That's it. I mean,
Long Island guy.
Is he?
He was born here. Yeah.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's got family in Smithtown.
Oh shit! Didn't know that.
He always loved playing in New York.
You learn something new every day.
Yep.
But regardless, the Mets brought in Porcello and Waka. Now you're looking at that, you're like, okay, this could be a good move if Porcello can return to 2018 form where he won a Cy Young, or 2017. But when he won the Cy Young.
Not 2018. That was DeGrom. Oh wait. That was with the Red Sox. Yeah, what year was that? I don't remember.
It was 17 or 18, but he won a Cy Young. And if you win a Cy Young, normally it's not a fluke. Normally.
I don't agree with that.
Normally you're one of the better pitchers in the game for an extended period of time. You get Cy Young consideration over the course of a couple of years.
He had 26 wins though.
Yeah,
yes, he had a good year.
Yes.
But it's not.
And he's not a bad pitcher.
No, he's not a bad pitcher. He's not an ace by any means, though. He's not, in my opinion, he's not a number 2 either.
No.
And
the Mets are throwing him out as a 3.
He's a very good number 3, very good number 4, very good number 5.
I mean,
a good number 3.
But we're looking at this, and he's pitching to a 10-something ERA right now?
Yeah.
Michael Wacha had a stellar first start, don't get me wrong.
Stellar.
Really great job. Yeah. But, start number 2, not so much.
Yeah.
Again, he played a very tough offensive Braves team.
Yeah, that
team that
away. Travis d'Arnaud, man. Jeez.
They just got their 2 catches back. Again, that's baseball. It happens.
That's how it works.
But when your bullpen can't do jack shit, and that's a constant source of problems over the past God knows how many years, something's got to give. It's got to be mental. It has to be.
You know what? I have a big feeling it's very hard, very, very hard to play for a New York team. 100%. Even harder to play for the Mets, though. I think the Mets are the hardest team in the world to play for because you're in New York. You got the media. You got the bright lights. You got the fans. That asshole fans that will boo you if you don't do well. And you have Big Brother across,
Right,
across,
who you're always competing with.
yeah, across boroughs, so.
Yeah, but either way, it shouldn't be an excuse for 2 years of impotence.
You know what? I think that doesn't end there. I think it also has a lot to do, and we have said it before, with the entire Mets fucking front office.
The organization as a whole, yeah.
Organization as a whole. I mean, you touched more so on like coaches and whatnot, but I'm talking front office. I think the front
Top
office
down.
is probably just beyond toxic. And I think I have a big feeling that Jeff Wilpon pretty much controls everything.
He does.
Yeah, he controls.
Reports came out that he
I know, but
he's the GM, he's the owner, he's king bitch.
I think that he's calling in pitchers. I don't think he's calling pitches necessarily, but he's doing everything, which is not right.
No.
What do you even have those guys there for? Just someone to blame.
And a guy like Luis Rojas, who is a great baseball mind coming from a great baseball family, should not be a figurehead to get blamed on.
Correct.
Any Mets fan that's blaming this season on Luis Rojas is a fucking idiot.
And honestly, maybe even Brody at that point then, though. Right? If Jeff is the GM.
Which would explain why Jeff got rid of talent to be named later in the episode. Then all hell should break loose and we should chase him out of the fucking States. Chase him to the fucking Atlantic Ocean, into Kips Bay or whatever it is.
Yeah. I agree. I'm with you. What do you mean talent to be named later? Why are you
I don't want to say
his
his name yet.
Why?
I just don't want to say it.
I'm going to say it then.
So, go ahead.
Billy Hamilton.
I don't want to hear it, because you know what? Every time I hear it, it reminds me that this guy should have been, and still should be, a future Mets legend.
Who?
You know who. I'm not saying his fucking name, asshole.
Oh, shit. You're talking about Kellenick?
Ah, you fuck. Who'd you think I was talking about?
I honestly was writing notes, so I wasn't listening to you at all. But anyway, let me ask you this.
Yes,
now.
Kellenick in what will go down as the worst Mets trade ever.
Probably. What is the deal with Edwin Diaz? Let me ask you, as just a fan, you're more of a fan than an analyst of
a pitching coach.
And yeah.
To me, and you and I talk about this a lot, his stuff is there. He has the stuff to be that 50 saves closer. I really don't fucking know what the deal is. And it's pissing me off because we know he can do it. He had that one stellar year, in Seattle.
Elite. That's the second best season ever by a closer.
And he had a good year prior to that.
Yeah, and even a good year before that.
No, he only had 2 years, I think.
Are you sure? I thought he came up in.
We got him with 5 years of team control.
Oh, you're right. So he did come up in 17. No.
Which is another thing, because we're taking a chance on a guy who has had 2 good years to start his season his career in the AL West. A division not known for hitting. A division known for massive ballparks.
Yeah, but he was doing it against every team. It's not like, it's not like he was doing it only against, just the fucking. He's on the worst team there, though. The Angels have hitting. The A's have hitting. Texas did then.
But again, they have hitting, but these massive ballparks will keep these balls in play.
Dude, he did come up in 16.
He did?
Yeah. Came up in 16. 17 had a full year. 18 had a full year. Last year had a full year. So that would be 5 years of control. This would be number 2 of 5 for us.
Yeah.
No. That doesn't make sense.
No, you can't. First full year was 17.
Yes.
1 year. We got him with 4 years of
3.
control then. We got him with 4 years of control then.
Yeah. Anyway, regardless,
Regardless,
I've had enough of him. I love his stuff. I think he can be great. I've had enough of him.
Elsewhere.
I texted you.
Be great elsewhere.
I texted you the other day. What was that? Friday, right? I think.
Yeah.
And I just said, "That's it. I'm done. DFA. Like I don't even care anymore. I don't even care anymore. What's the difference?
I mean,
really?
the Braves were really quick to DFA Fulton Evich.
Yes, they were.
The guy started a fucking playoff deciding game for them last season.
How haven't the Mets jumped on him yet?
Well, he cleared waivers. He cleared waivers.
I know, but why didn't the Mets jump on him?
Because Jeff Wilpon knows nothing.
Because
it all circles back to Mickey Mouse.
He has electric stuff, and why isn't Dan Worthen our pitching coach? I don't get it, dude. You'd imagine, he had what?
Don't get me wrong, Jeremy Hefner's a great pitching mind.
I don't give a shit about him. He's a good pitching mind. Doesn't mean you're a good coach.
Right.
Dan Worthen led that pitching staff in 2015. We had a good bullpen and a good rotation, and that's what led us through the season.
And we had Addison Reed and Tyler Clippard.
We had
2 guys in the 30s.
No, Addison Reed was.
Reed was 28, but
yes, he was.
Yeah.
But Clippard, yes, he was. I love the Clippard trade. I love that. And Familia was downright dominant.
Lights out.
Now look, Dan Worthen, gone. Where's their talent? The only one that even exceeded afterwards.
Lugo.
No, DeGrom.
Oh, true. Yeah.
And Lugo, but Lugo's pretty much been consistent. DeGrom took the next level. That was the big difference there.
And you can't say it's on a pitching coach. That's just on Jacob DeGrom being a student of the game, wanting to be the best he can be, because he wasn't supposed to be here. He was a spot starter, supposed to go sit back to the minors.
Actually, he was going to get called up to be a relief pitcher, to be a reliever, and then he got spot start because Dylan G.
Yes,
Dylan G went down, right?
It was G or Nice. I forgot which one. One of the two.
I know it was Nice for Steven Matz.
Yeah,
he's got hurt in 15, and
that's another guy.
He's had a great season in 2015 for us. It's a number 5.
That's another guy, Steven Matz.
He was literally our opening day starter the year before, our number 1, and then he was our number 5 in 2015 and dominated from that 5 spot with like a 3.2 ERA. Go on.
Oh, you mean John Nice?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another guy, though, Steven Matz. This Mets team is just a fucking head case.
Yep.
And don't get me started on fucking PCL laxity. And fucking Jed Lowry.
I'll take my headphones off for this one.
Fucking John Heyman said it best, and players came for his neck for this, but he said it best. The Cal Ripken Jr., the DL. Jed Lowry does not want to play for the Mets.
Yeah. If you could get your money for free.
This is another instance of Brody taking care of one of his old clients. This experiment has been a massive failure.
Yes, it has.
And you were huge on the whole bring on Brody thing. You were big on that. And I saw your point of view, and it made sense.
You know what?
It made sense.
It has a lot to do with that. I just want to be positive towards it. I want it.
Great points.
Yes, but I want to see the good side of it. I don't want to look at the potential bad sides. I want to see the good side and take the good side, because you live with that and you're going to be happier. Are you going to have more of a letdown? Yeah, you're going to be let down regardless, though. Even if you're negative about it, you're still going to have a letdown. So be positive about it.
I mean,
that's my life advice.
Right. Okay.
Life advice.
Thanks.
From Billy.
Thanks, Buddha. Anyway, I mean, you look at this team, the way it's constructed right now on paper. It's a World Series team, minus Billy Hamilton. But let's remember this. We woke up today, well, fuck, they're adding another outfit. What's the need for it? Then Cespedes goes fucking AWOL and decides to go fucking Matt Harvey 2.0, Wilson Ramos get abducted type shit. No one knows where the fuck he is. You were thinking it.
I wasn't, but I was thinking. It didn't. but I do see the parallels with him and Harvey. Difference
Fucking
between him and
2.0.
Harvey.
It's him and Cat.
It's the difference between him and Cat, the Yo and Cat, is Harv had a broken heart. Cat had a broken heart, and he needed that catnip to get it back to going so that he could pitch again. He never pitched good again, but the difference between that and this is that Cat came back.
Matt Harvey.
The Cat came home. The Cat went out and came back home. After a few days of roaming around with his dumpster friends, came back home.
I mean, his trash pandas.
Yo did not.
Homeboy just fucking up and left.
And
took all his shit out of the hotel, no less. It wasn't even at home.
We
We were on the road.
That's the best part. It's in Atlanta. He's not answering his phone. He doesn't show up to the ballpark. They send a security guard to go check on him. Security detail to go check on him. Room's made. No one's there. Nothing's there at all.
Like, hang on.
The person and his belongings are not there.
Professional sports team lose a player. How do you lose a player?
Dude, literally.
Like, does he just up and leave in the middle of the night? Like, I don't get it.
Goodbye. And you said it best
before. And
then
mid-game, he goes, what?
No, go on.
Mid-game, we hear, oh, yeah, he's going to opt out, by the way. Or no, at the end of the game. We hear he's opting out. Initial reports were like, yeah.
Oh, I didn't even watch.
No, but, like, this is Twitter.
Oh, okay.
But, like, initial reports where we don't know where he is. We can't. Our attempts to reach him have been unsuccessful. Like why are you going to release if you don't know where he is and you don't know if he's safe? Like, you literally say that the guy's AWOL. Like, he fucking up and bailed.
Yeah.
I mean, this shit's fucking wild. It's LOL Mets in a nutshell.
It's
the Mets PR team, and God bless Jay Horwitz. What that man probably had to deal with.
God bless him for retiring.
It's more than a lifetime. What he had to deal with the last 5 years is more than a lifetime for most PR guys.
Wasn't he the PR guy in the 80s?
Like from the 70s, yeah.
Yeah, you're lagging, bro. But
yeah,
dude.
Yeah, he's
imagine what he had to deal with then.
In the 86, yeah, I know.
With David Cohn fucking pine-tarring his bat in the fucking bullpen.
Let's not forget back in the 86, Doc Gooden fucking doing blow and missing the fucking parade.
Yeah. And them fucking swapping wives on the fucking plane and shit. Dude, like
whatever
is going on?
Like this shit show that was. Like the LOL Mets shit show. I swear to God, it's first off, like I said, whatever he's had to go 10 years is a lifetime for a lot of PR guys. Yes. Add another 30 years for Jay Horwitz, if not more.
Yes.
This guy's seen it all, but I think putting out a statement before even knowing where your fucking player is.
I just don't get it. Why is
and then
this...
you get... Yeah.
No, I was just going to say, why is this franchise like this? Why?
We're cursed. They're cursed.
Why?
It's a fucking curse. It's a blue and orange curse. And honestly, I'm ready to denounce my fandom for the 2020 season.
Yeah.
I'm a free agent fan of 20. I can't do it. I can't.
You know what? I say that I'm still gonna be a fucking fan.
Right, I'm gonna watch the games because
I'm gonna watch.
It's the only thing I'm gonna watch. Right.
Just because it's the Mets and they're playing baseball. Do I have expectations
for now?
No. And that, dude, you know what? That's how I felt in 2015. That's how I felt in 2016. 2015 especially, just because we had 10 years of fucking losing. So, I was just used to losing at that point. Just fucking dreadful. Right, dreadful so that's
ownership.
Go on.
That's another thing, though. We've gotten that. We got that taste. It's the taste is in our mouths. 2015, we got the taste of victory. We were there.
This hat.
We should have won that series.
Do you know where I got this?
Game 3.
Game 5 of the World Series. Yes, Game 5.
Regardless. But we got that taste. It was in our mouths. We were like feral cats looking for trash. It was there.
Yeah.
2016, we're back in the postseason. We had to face fucking Madison Bumgarner, who's
the best
an October legend
of all time.
Yeah, there was nothing, and Noah Syndergaard went pitch for pitch for him with him.
Yeah.
So I'm watching that game. We're like, all right, this is the year. This is our team.
Amelia was locked down too. Amelia was locked down too.
One pitch. That's all it takes in baseball.
Yep. Gillespie.
Fuck him.
Never forget that guy's name.
But either way,
all right.
We got that taste. It's in our mouth, and then we go 17, 18. I mean, so just sort of disappointing seasons. We get a new manager. We start off real hot in 18. So like, all right, we're back. Nope. June hits, we go 5 and something. 2019, we start off crap. June hits, it's over for us. And then you get that resurgence at the end of the season.
Yep.
You know that this team doesn't lose. They don't just lose. They rip your heart out, throw it on the ground, before they bring you to get a blood transfusion to give you more hope.
Uh-huh.
And then they put you out of your
very
misery.
badly. You're lagging very badly.
Do I need to go back on that rant again?
No. It got most of it, and usually it does. So
anyway,
we'll see how it goes.
But the Mets will just lose.
I think we'll be able to work it out. Yeah. Dude, it's what they're best at. You know what? It's so easy to lose. It's so easy for these fucking scumbags, Wilpons, to just fucking profit off of this team. They just make profit, dude. These giveaways and shit.
But they don't.
Of course they do. How do they not?
$350 million in debt to Major League Baseball.
Are they? Yeah, but what about in real life?
Oh, I don't know.
You know, if they were like, dude, I just don't get how the MLB hasn't forced them to fucking sell. You know why?
Because they haven't been racist, but they've been sexist.
No, has nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that. You know, there have been other teams that were forced to sell, and just because they were just so bad and could not run a team. I don't understand it. I don't know how they are still the owners. Can you just sell the team already? Sell the team. Nobody wants you here. There's not a
how long
single
have we been saying
person.
Just sell the team?
There is not a single person in New York that fucking likes them. That probably includes their fucking wives. They are pieces of shit. No one likes them. They're big fucking dildos. They're losers. No one likes them. Sell the fucking team. Sell the team. Easy as that.
It's painful because we've been saying sell the team for how many years? How many years have we been saying sell the team? Since at least
09.
09.
I'd say 09 because we were still good in 07 and 08. They just collapsed. And that was nothing to do with management or anything. That was just the team.
I mean, let's not talk about shit if they can't hit water if they found out a boat.
What?
Let's not talk about the fact. Let's not even mention the fact that the offense can't hit water if they fell out of a boat at all.
No. Okay. No. I don't agree with that. They can.
Sorry, with runners in scoring position.
Oh, that's better. Do they? They also don't have Chili Davis there, right?
So Chili Davis kind of opted out, but he's doing like Zoom and shit like that.
Right?
Yeah. And listen, we talked about this before.
Is Tom Slater there?
I think so.
Okay. You know what? But that's how the Mets
Plus they
are.
canned him in the...
I don't think so. But that's how the Mets are, though. You have to realize that. You have to realize that from the start. The Mets do not hit with runners in scoring position until the second half of the year. If they're going to win in the first half of the year, it needs to be off solo home runs and stealing bases.
Yeah, Tom Slater is
there. That is it. That is it. Ahmed Rosario has been looking very good. I love seeing him in the field so far. Andres Jimenez, can we mention him, by the way? I love this kid.
Listen, I understand. I know you're trying to mention some positives, but there's no hope. No hope.
No, I just want to fucking just acknowledge he had his major league debut. We didn't talk about it. This is a Mets podcast.
And he had a nice triple to drive a couple runs.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the fact that the Mets brought back Brian Schneider as a quality control coach?
Yes, they did. I'm fine with that. You know what? I think
dude was solid in his couple of years with the Mets.
He was a good defensive catcher. He couldn't hit shit. He couldn't hit water if he was in the fucking
God.
But by the way, could we just jump back to Yo for a second and mention the tweet that Maka sent us? And it goes, Yoenis Cespedes' final totals of his 4-year, $110 million deal, Brody Van
which he
Wagenen,
deserves,
as agent from 2017 to 2020 with the Mets. 127 games over 4 years, 28 homers, 75 RBIs. Talk about an absolute fleecing of $110 million.
Yeah. And let's not forget that there are reports that it's the team that current this year because of someone trying to manipulate his playing time so he doesn't get his bonuses.
Wait, say that again?
There was reports that Cespedes wasn't happy with the team because they benched him a couple times early in the season, so he didn't reach his milestones for his player or bonuses.
Ah.
So
Yes, why not opt out?
right.
But
You're not going to make it anyway.
But the thing is, though, now he's going to have a harder time signing with another team. He's going to get lucky if he signs a minor league deal or a major league minimum, should I say? You know?
But someone will pay. Someone will pay. But
it's going to be
Brody
have to be an AL team.
Here's a quote from Brody on Cespedes' opt-out. Quote, a disappointing end to his 4-year stay with the Mets. That's it. Cespedes gone.
Yep.
The guy who single-handedly brought us to the playoffs in 2015.
Yep. And
that'll be his legacy.
And 16.
Yep.
That his legacy will be 15, yes, but 16 as well. He had a fantastic 16 as well. You know what? Like as much as people hate Cespedes, he brought a different sort of electricity, and it was actually, what was it, a couple days ago? Yesterday? 2 days ago? I think it was yesterday. There was his debut with the Mets in 2015. Yeah, I was
August 1st.
Yeah, I was there. My sister sent me the
night before.
Yeah, for Conforto.
With Wilmer.
Oh no, Conforto was the week before, and we were
Conforto
both
was
there.
the week before, so I was Conforto's debut. You were there for his first hit.
Too? Huh?
You were there for his first hit. I was there for his debut.
Oh, you're right. So anyway, yeah, and my sister sent to me and she was like, "What's the significance of this?" It was like, it's just the Mets winning. Like, why would I save this? I was like, "Oh, that was Cespedes' debut." And you know what? Reminiscing back on it, and he brought just such a different flair to the game, to the Mets.
100%.
A power hit, a right-handed power hitter that we desperately needed, that we didn't have since who?
God knows when.
Who was even a right-handed power hitter that we ever really had, you know? David Wright, I guess
David Wright
could say, and he was injured that season, but he's not a power hitter. So, you know, he was that guy that we really needed. He was electric. He went to center field because the team needed a center fielder, and that's I think
he wanted to be here, and he wanted to be here.
Yes, yeah.
That was the thing. He wanted to be a Met.
Yes,
he embraced the blue and orange. He embraced the city, like almost like no other player has it since now till Pete Alonso.
Yeah, and he said it. He said it in 2015. Like, I love it. I want to stay here. After 3 weeks with us.
Yeah.
And
it was on some Mike Piazza shit.
As much as anybody wants to talk shit about Cespedes, you can talk shit about his 2017, 18, 19, 20. But I will forever be thankful for everything that he did for us in 2015 and 16 and getting 100%. Us to the playoffs back-to-back years
100%.
For the second time in franchise history.
So let me ask you, and while we're still on this topic.
Okay.
When you heard attempts to reach Cespedes were unsuccessful, where did your mind go? Honestly, where did your mind go?
So here's the thing. When I read it, I actually didn't even read it. I got home and MLB Network was on, and I saw Yo opts out. So
you kind of missed the shit show leading up to it.
Yeah, I missed everything leading up to it, and then they talked about it, and I was like, oh, well, that's great. And then I saw it on Instagram, and I was like, typical Mets. I was just like, that was really it.
So I saw a tweet. Takes special type of person to read attempts to reach Cespedes for unsuccessful, blah, blah, blah. Wild board jokes. Be better. I'm sorry, but this is the New York Mets we're talking about. Where else is our mind supposed to fucking go? We're supposed to go to the wildest place possible because that's the Mets.
Yes.
We've become experts on valley fever. We've become experts on hand, foot, and mouth disease. We've become experts now on PCL laxity.
Yes, you have.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But, like, we've become experts on this fucking batshit crazy stuff that shouldn't happen to players.
Yeah.
It only happens to the Mets.
100%. 100%.
Let's not forget thoracic outlet syndrome. I mean, where else am I supposed to go? This is the epitome of LOL Mets.
You know
I'm
what?
sorry, and I agree with you. I thank my wholehearted thanks to the LA Cespedes for what he did to this franchise. Really turned it around.
Yes.
He turned this franchise into a place that you want to come to.
A
destination.
Yeah. That and he brought offense. He brought the offense back to New York, to the Mets.
Yeah.
That's something that we lacked since 08,
But the way he went about this, and I'm just going to say it, fucking asshole. Classless. Disgusting.
Yeah. Like,
I'm sorry, but he
you know what? Honestly,
this is the definition of bailing on your teammates. I understand that if it's genuinely COVID-related concerns, tell management. Tell your teammates you're considering this. Don't that you're not down the starting lineup. He wasn't in the lineup to begin with.
Yes.
So he just bails. Vontae Davis.
You know what? There has to be something more to it with the front office and him. Has to be, in my opinion. How many people would just up and leave, just randomly like that? There had to be
Davis
something.
left it at halftime.
Yeah, I know that. I remember.
That's what this is. That's what this is.
I remember that. But so I have a personal feeling that something
unprofessional, classless. That's all I have to say about that.
Something had to happen that won't even leak because what would cause him to just walk out?
The bonuses. It's the bonuses that I mentioned that was reported. He was and a Mets player, anonymous Mets player, said that he was disgruntled with the team. Now, granted, this Mets team. That
narrows it down, by the way, because he only speaks Spanish, so it narrows it down to a few players who may have been this anonymous player.
What's so?
Go on. Into what you were saying.
Say it again?
It narrows it down to a few different players.
How so?
Because he only speaks Spanish.
Okay, so like half the team.
No, I'm not being serious. I'm just saying.
I know. But regardless of how you feel, this is the wrong way to go about it. No matter what the underlying issue might have been, no matter what might have been said, you don't just up and leave and disappear.
No, you don't.
Because not only, think about this, you disappear. Not only are the fans worried, your family, who may not have heard from you that day, if they see the report, they might be worried. Your friends, teammates. No one saw Cespedes today.
Yeah. I mean, someone had to have seen him. If he just dipped.
But, But, again, I mean.
The old Irish exit. My favorite thing to do at parties.
Just dip.
Just dip. Don't say bye.
But.
Just do it. Just go.
And on the same day, they trade for Billy Hamilton.
There you go. You said it.
Something is up here, but again, even if it is,
do you think it's a conspiracy?
Classless. It's classless.
Do you think the Billy Hamilton's thing is a conspiracy?
I think Billy Hamilton's a waste of roster spot. Jordan Humphries should still be a Mets farmhand, and I think so too. I think he's gonna have a nice tenure in San Francisco.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. I hope so. I wish everyone luck. That's not really the case.
Of course. Yeah, exactly. I mean, we're still eating the Robinson Cano contract.
He's looked fire, though. He's been our best.
Yeah, the last couple of games. Yeah.
Last couple of games, he's been great the entire season so far, except for the first 2 games. And he still got a hit in that game, in both those games, I believe. Nah, he didn't in the first game. Yes, he did. No, he didn't. Second game he did though. But it was he worth it though? No. Simply put, no. I just don't understand how they're just so clearly wasting Jacob deGrom's time. It's like, how don't you see this as you have the best pitcher in the world? In the world. Not in baseball, the world.
And you're wasting his best seasons. I mean, the man literally had a 1.83 ERA, right? 1.83?
When? Oh, 2 seasons ago?
Yeah.
Something like that, whatever. Sub 2.
But he had a sub 2 ERA in 18. He had a sub 2.3 ERA in 19. When they combined 21 games, you don't score runs for this guy. How do you go out there know that you've got your pitcher's gonna only give up 1 run at most? God forbid he gives up more than 2 runs. Holy shit, the world's ending. You don't score runs, and when you do score, the offensive. Keith, I think it was Keith Hernandez said it best. The offensive portion of the night starts in the 7th inning or later.
Yes, it does. It is all
on Jacob deGrom starts.
I really feel like on Jacob deGrom starts, I feel like the offense is all about pressure. It's all the pressure. There's pressure because you're getting pressure from everyone. That you have the best pitcher in the world on the mound, and you need to score. You score 1 or 2 runs, you're winning that game. It's like, oh, that's easy until you say that to yourself, and then you're fucking psyching yourself out. It's reverse psychology. Yourself. Dude, I mean, that's just how it rolls. It's just how it rolls, man. It is absolutely fucking disgusting. It used to happen to me on my team a few years ago, and dude, I would throw gems. Me and this Puerto Rican kid, we're going pitch for pitch, dude. Dead ass. Fucking 0-0. Into the 7th. We play 7 inning games, right? 8th inning, scoreless. 9th inning, scoreless. 10th inning, I got up, bunt base hit. We ended up winning. I didn't pitch a 10th. I wanted to, but my coach wouldn't let me. We both threw fucking totally scoreless games. Through 9 innings. And it was, dude, and they were both, and he came up to me, he's like, I guess we're both Jacob deGrom, bro. Like, I was like, yeah. Like, what the hell? You're a nice kid. Very nice kid.
You're wasting this guy's prime. And not even his prime, you're wasting his career.
Yes.
Now,
wasting his contract. You have to remember, dude, he's
contract
the 3rd biggest contract in Mets history, right?
And he's not even the third biggest contract in the NL right now. A 5-year, 134, I think.
Yeah, point 0.5. There's
like 134. There, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's because it's $500,000 less than David Wright's, I believe. Right.
Regardless, that deal is absolutely a steal.
For the best pitcher on earth, yes. Don't get me wrong, it's a ton of money. But that anybody would be glad to have. But for the best pitcher in the planet,
I'll pay that ton of money.
I'd pay Mike Trout money for Jacob deGrom. 100%. 100%.
And that's what deGrom deserves.
He's 32, and he just, dude, last week, the other day, he just threw the hardest pitch of his career, 101.1, right? That's what it came out as officially, right? Dude, fastest pitch of his career, and he's 32. He's what, seventh season in the big leagues now, including his rookie year?
Yes.
And he just threw his fastest pitch ever. I mean, like, the dude's getting better with age. He's got the Max Scherzer effect. That's what it's going to be known from now on, by the way, obviously.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, just getting better with age.
Yeah,
absolutely
exactly.
Insane. And he was already dominant, before he took that elite best pitcher in the game standard.
And you know what? I'm going to say this.
Go on.
And I love the movie Major League.
Oh, God.
But I feel like the Cleveland Indians not in that. They're doing everything possible to be dysfunctional, including wasting the best pitcher in the game's career.
Yeah. Very.
The Mets.
There's
The
no
Mets
other.
are I think that's the best analogy I can put it.
A 1.64 ERA so far this year. 2 games. Zero. He's 0-0 with a 1.64 ERA.
I mean, I'm gonna pull out a quote from another baseball movie. Bull Durham.
Okay.
Chick flick disguised as a baseball, as my dad always says. It's a very simple game. You throw the ball, you catch the ball, you hit the ball. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but sometimes it rains. The Mets don't seem to understand. It's a very simple game. And they do everything in their power
to make it as hard for them as possible.
Subsequently, making it as torturous for their fans as possible.
Yes. Like you said the other day, what was it? They don't just lose.
They don't just lose.
Right, you're breaking up.
Way possible to make it. They don't just lose. They rip your heart out, stomp it on the ground a little bit, flip it over so you get both sides equally dirty, shove it in your chest to give you a little more hope in the 8th inning, just to rip it right out again.
Yep. They don't just lose. They torture you. They will torture you to that last pitch.
Now, what did you say to me? Do you remember what you said to me?
No, I don't.
About what we should do with terrorists?
Oh, yeah. Make them watch Mets games.
We should make terrorists Mets fans.
Yeah, make them Mets fans.
But Billy, I think that's cruel and unusual punishment.
Just play like the end of 2015 for them. Like get them in to like baseball and make them be like, oh, the Mets, great 2015, this amazing climb back, this this underdog story. And then boom, let them watch live games. And there's fucking that dude. That's worse than waterboard. I'd literally rather be waterboarded. I'd get waterboarded once a day for 10 minutes a day once for the Mets to win that day. I would do it. Easy. Would you?
Tomorrow, yeah. Monday they play the Braves. All right, well, here's what we're test this theory. Yes. We're gonna waterboard you tomorrow for content.
No.
But dude, it's painful. It really is. And the Mets are doing everything right to avoid COVID, which is awesome.
As far as we know.
They've only recorded one positive test as far as we know.
Mm-hmm.
And what did you say to me on Saturday? Do you remember?
About
coronavirus?
No.
I'll take Corona again if the Mets go undefeated for the rest of the season.
Oh yeah, easy.
I want to know how many Mets fans will say that too.
Easy, dude. That was 3 days of pain. I'll take that.
3 days of pain instead of a lifetime, huh?
Instead of fucking 2.5 months ish.
They blew a 5-inning fucking lead in Atlanta. The bullpen came. I'm rolling through our text right now.
Yeah, it was Friday.
Yeah. But, I'm reading this text. Worse than a broken heart of any sort. And you've dealt with that a couple times, a little bit here and there.
I have. That is true. So I know from experience.
And you went on a fucking bender and a half that Matt Harvey would be jealous about.
Relax.
Yeah, there it is. We got to find a way to make terrorist Mets fans and just torture them by making them watch games. It's as bad as it gets.
Yeah, it is. Dude, that is more torture. It is more torture being a Mets fan than it is pretty much almost anything else. Dude, it's just...
You know what? In honesty, there's a... Okay.
I was just going to say, it's just so much past, and it is so much emotional pain that it goes past the emotional pain and just hurts you. It physically hurts you. Dude, you know how many fucking times I fucking punched a wall because of the Mets?
Probably the same as I have, if not more.
A lot of times I punched a wall or punched something or fucking did something because of the Mets. That might make me sound a little psycho. It's just about the Mets though. So go on with your statement, Maxwell.
The reports that Rob Manfred's ready to shut down baseball because of the COVID crisis going on in Miami, and now it looks like St. Louis.
Oh, they're assholes.
And we're hoping for the best for our pal Harrison Bader, friend of the show here.
Yes.
Gonna toss that out there, and really anyone, because Jack Flaherty's great player, and want to see him pitch.
No, all of them. Just screw the ones that went to the casinos, and
last year.
Screw the guys that went to the casinos and the clubs. You're an idiot and an asshole, and very selfish for doing that.
100%. But I wouldn't mind a shutdown. I wouldn't mind shutting down baseball right now.
No, I would. I still want baseball.
Like, I want baseball. Don't get me wrong.
I want baseball. I don't.
But if I can,
it's a 60-game season.
If I can go without the Mets for just a little bit, like a week, to kind of regroup and just, get a mental refresher here.
It's not worth it because then they're just going to do it again after that.
I'll be okay with that.
There's no point.
Right, but it's so.
What do you get out of that?
A week of pain-free relaxation, pain-free nights.
They're bound. Once you go down, you're bound to come up. I mean, it's gonna happen. They're gonna play a perfect week one week. It's gonna happen. They do it every year. Do I think that they're gonna? I think they're gonna finish probably around 500. But they look absolutely dreadful right now. And
atrocious.
There's not really much else to say about it. They just look absolutely horrible. They are the second worst team in the National League.
Are they really?
Yep.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And they are tied for the second worst team in the MLB. Third worst team. Second or third? What did I say? Second. Yep. Tied for second worst team in the MLB. With like 5 other clubs, but still. Like, we're tough.
I was going to say something, but I completely forgot what I was going to say.
Yeah?
Because just, I really... There's just so much to say, but not enough words to put it to the point where it makes sense. If that makes any sense.
Oh, by the way. And now a word from our sponsors.
This episode is brought to you by Thrive Fantasy. Thrive Fantasy is a daily fantasy sports app for player props only. They have eliminated the need to do countless hours of research. They only ask you about the top-tier athletes in each sport. They give you prop bets for the NBA, NFL, MLB, PGA, and even esports. In the NBA and NFL, you choose 10 out of 20 player props to build your lineup, try and score the most points you can to win a share of the prize pool. If you pick it on MLB, PGA, or esports, you choose 5 out of 10 prop bets, and you build your lineup that way. The more points a selection is worth, the riskier it is. You rack up the most points, you win a share of the prize pool, as always. Thrive Fantasy has awarded over $1.3 million in prizes since launching in 2018. How do you get a bonus from us? Use the promo code TAP20 when you sign up today, and you'll receive an instant $20 bonus on your first deposit of $20 or more. Download Thrive Fantasy in the App Store or the Play Store, or by visiting their website, www.thrivefantasy.com. Sign up today, and remember to use the code TAP20 to get a $20 bonus on your first deposit of $20 or more. Good luck. Go win some money.
Welcome back. Max, what were you going to say, dog?
I still don't know because, honest to God, the Mets just leave you speechless. They really do.
They do.
Shit.
What?
Non-COVID related, but Brewers bench coach Pat Murphy had a moderate heart attack during the team's workout Saturday at Miller Park.
Really?
He's expected to make a full recovery, but holy shit.
God bless. God bless him and his family.
Jeez,
hope he makes full recovery quick.
Wow.
Speedy, full recovery.
How does that come out? Like, what? How do you report that calmly?
I don't know.
Like, what? Oh, yeah, he just, by the way, had a heart attack, moderate heart attack. Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
This is definitely the first of what I'm assuming is going to be many.
You know what? We'll make this a weekly thing. You're good every Sunday night, Max?
From here on out until the Mets win a fucking ball game?
No, even if they don't win. I
Sunday
mean, even
nights,
if they do
nights.
win. Sunday nights we'll make room for weekly Mets therapy as a new segment to the show. It will be its own episode, and
because know that the Mets are gonna do some stupid shit every week.
Yeah, of course. And I've made this beautiful new background right here.
There you go. Looks nice.
See
it looks nice
all around me and around you. Thank you.
But,
did you see it? Did I send you the full thing?
Yeah. It looks nice.
Thank you.
I felt well enough to answer a text this morning. Pat Murphy.
Okay.
All right, so not the worst, but still, what the fuck?
So let me ask you, anything left for your Mets therapy, Maxwell? You were a lot more rampant than me. Yeah,
you were a little calmer than I expected.
I was calm because my stomach was really killing me before, and I was having bad acid reflux.
Ooh.
So my throat is still a little burnt. So yeah, it's not fun.
I'm just scrolling through my notes to see if I missed anything.
Okay. Scroll through quicker.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean,
bright side is there are guys hitting out of the guys that are here. I don't think the offense is really the big problem here. Do they know how to hit with runners in scoring position? Absolutely not. They know how to hit off a guy in a stretch. And if there's a guy on first base, a guy in the windup, that guy gets in the stretch. It's like, what? How don't you hit that? Like,
it's a shorter motion.
Yeah, it's ill preparation, ill prepared.
Needless to say, and this is my last thing on the Mets for this week.
All right.
Needless to say, Twitter had a field day with this.
All right. What is it?
Phil Hughes, former Yankees and Twins pitcher.
Yes.
I can't even imagine being a Mets fan. We got another one. John Taylor. Mets fans who are mad at Yoenis Cespedes are angry because he managed to do what they've been forever unable to do. Opt out of Mets baseball.
That's a good one.
Our guy KFC from Barstool. Plenty of Mets fans have consoled. This is the first time a Mets player has. Mm-hmm. Iconic moment in Mets history.
Yeah.
Len Berman, radio personality. My sympathies to Mets fans. You deserve better. At least someone understands.
Yeah.
Where else? Oh God, you want to know 5 years ago today on the 2nd? Granderson, Murphy, and Duda all hit home runs in the 5-run bottom of the 3rd when we sweep the Nats on Sunday Night Baseball. Mike Francesa with a very obvious tweet. You might say the Yanks and Mets are headed in different directions. No shit, Mike.
Thank you.
There's a reason he's number one. So, there you go, Mike Puma. Cespedes, contract negotiated by Brody, and Jed Lowry, signed by Brody, essentially end their Mets career on the same day.
Mm-hmm. It's
and one of my favorite accounts,
mm-hmm.
at Omar Minaya fan, good fundies Brian. I don't know if you've seen his tweets.
No.
A normal team. Player opts out. They announce it after the game. Wish the player well. It's hardly news. The Mets. Release statement before the game saying he's AWOL. Make everyone fear for his safety. Trash him in post-game presser.
Yeah.
It doesn't get any straightforward than that.
Yeah. Yep.
Mets PR ended Brody's Zoom press conference abruptly with 6 hands still raised.
Mm-hmm.
162 games the Mets condensed into a week and a half. I'm telling you, man, Twitter shows no mercy on the Mets. And there you go. I'd opt out of playing for the Mets too. Yeah, I mean, it's just a shit show.
Last thing is the Instagram thing. If you wanna read off a few of the answers.
Yes.
Or I have it up if you want me to read them all.
So we put up a poll asking our Mets fan followers what's bothering you about the Mets right now. Air your grievances. It may not be Festivus, but air your grievances. One answer from a reliable source. Everything.
Who's that?
Plain and simple, just everything is wrong. What's bothering you about the Mets? So,
Who
Billy,
said, who said that?
why'd you answer everything?
Um,
Is there one thing that's not bothering you about the Mets?
No. They lose, I'm bothered. They're 3-7. I'm bothered. They don't know how to manage a bullpen. I am bothered. They don't know how to hit a runner in from scoring position. They don't know how to drive him in.
Fundamentals.
I am bothered. Only one man can even start a game successfully. I love him. I am bothered. The owners have still yet to sell the team. I am bothered.
It's painful.
This is a team that could hit. This is a team that could pitch. This is a team that can't field.
No, not for shit.
Or really run the bases that well.
No, not at all.
They are a bunch of goofs that somehow put it together and work. You know, like you look at most of them, you're not like, okay, that's a baseball player, which is kind of cool. I like that.
Yeah.
I
Like
love
Pete
these
Alonso
guys.
does not look like a baseball player.
No.
Not at all.
And if you were
It's
to
like a
guess,
linebacker,
you'd say catcher or first baseman, which exactly.
Yeah.
It's, I love these guys. I love this team. I think the core problem, though, is the ownership, is the entire everybody that's not on the field.
From top down.
From the top down, everybody on the field. I'd say fire 90% of them at least when new ownership takes over. If I honestly, I'm going to be completely honest right now. If I own the team, if I was to buy the team today and I own them, I would fire everybody from their current job.
Including the scouting department, who has successfully navigated through the past two drafts, which have been phenomenal draft hauls.
Yes, they have.
So do you fire your amateur scouts?
No, not counting them. Coaches, personnel, front office. You're fired from your current job. You may get switched around somewhere.
Right. You may stay within the organization. Yep.
If you are lucky. But you are currently fired from your current job. And I will figure out the rest. And I will be managing the team for the foreseeable future.
Okay, Ted Turner.
That would be a legendary move.
Oh, my God. It would be iconic.
Go on. What were you going to say?
Another answer. I was going to ask you if you would fire the scouting department, first of all, because they've successfully brought in
No, they have. They've been
a new era of Mets baseball.
Do we know yet if they're going to be successful? No, because
potentially
you look at the 90s and the early 2000s, you'd say, okay, these were great drafts. We had, early picks, and most of them turned out to be shit. So we'll see.
I mean, it would be better if we kept Kelenic, but hey,
Yes, it would have. But a lot of them do look like they're going to be
very good ball players.
At least very serviceable. Probably a few stars in the bunch, but go on.
Here's another answer. Your best player is a highlighter.
Yes. Shout out to my cousin Jonathan. He's got a motorcycle in Hawaii right now. He's probably riding around on that right now. A little pocket rocket boy.
But my question is, what player is the highlighter?
I'm assuming he's talking about Cespedes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Another one. They traded for Hamilton knowing Yo was opting out, but lied saying Yo, quote, disappeared.
Yeah, we covered that. I don't want to talk about this.
We covered that, and
you could talk about it if you want.
And
I'm not talking.
Simply put, there are really no words to describe the dysfunction of this Mets franchise based with that situation. Like, that just shows the ineptitude of the franchise top to bottom.
Yes.
That's the simplest thing to put it.
Yes, 100%.
That damn bullpen leaving runners in scoring position. So yeah. The two biggest on-field issues right now. And some of these guys are looking pretty good in the bullpen in limited outings. Wilson had one hiccup. But Betances had a bit of a rough game a couple days ago.
Yeah, but he gets off a slow start, so I don't.
Right.
You know.
Honestly, Lugo have made a couple bad pitches.
Yeah.
That kind of caused some runs. So the bullpen's not. It's not like they're not doing their job. Because a lot of these guys are making their pitches.
Well, they're not. Honestly,
but they're not doing their job, right?
They're not doing their job because they're not getting the job done. It
Right.
doesn't matter where your pitches end up. It doesn't matter. You know, your job is to get it done, to close it down, shut it down. They have looked like shit countless times, time and time again. Whatever is going on with that bullpen, just destroy it. Find new ways to fucking work with this guy, with these bullpen guys, because it is absolutely disgusting to see an entire bullpen just get totally ravaged the way that they have been.
And there's no doubt that this 3-batter minimum rule is definitely going to hurt the Mets with the way the bullpen performs. If you know a guy doesn't have it coming in,
yes,
you got to take him out ASAP. You can't wait 3 batters. I get the rule. I think it's stupid, but I get it.
And I don't remember who it was. It was either Macker or Hinden. One of them said, you know, we're going to see a lot of like fake injuries because of this rule.
Yeah, I think it was Hinden who said that.
I think it was Hinden too. Maybe Macker though. You're just hating on Macker because he's a Yankee fan.
Big brain. He's a big brain.
By the way, comes to the dark side.
Yeah.
This is teaser. It's teaser.
Yeah, Mac has got it writing up a sales pitch for us to join the Yankees soon.
The sales pitch segment. He's going to take up, I'm going to guess, probably 20 minutes to a half hour.
I want to know what the salary is to be a Yankee fan.
I don't know. We'll find out.
But, no. Yeah, leaving runners in scoring position is another one.
Yes,
this team can't fucking do it. They can't. And again, it comes down to getting the job done.
They've never been able to do it. Ever. Name a time that we actually were. The playoffs.
2015. That's it.
Yeah, 2015. No, 2016 too. Cabrera and Neil Walker both had very good years that year.
Oh yeah.
You know, they were very big pieces of that team.
Very underrated pieces. Like I said to you, we said on the podcast, you know, Asdrubal Cabrera as a Met was wildly underrated.
Yeah, I think dude, honestly, from what I know about Mets fans, what I've heard from other Mets fans, I might be the only fucking fan that ever appreciated him.
No. Hang on a second.
No,
I had my moments.
Consistently. Because, dude, I knew in 2018 he wasn't fielding too.
He lost his range.
He was there in 2018, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he was.
I mean,
I knew it, and even 2017, I knew that he wasn't fielding too great, and he needed to move. But yeah, he lost his range. But he's a fantastic player, man.
But the runners in scoring position is going to kill him. They left.
Yes.
What was the tweet from? What was the number earlier today from today's game? Because the Mets did not make any hitters available via Zoom after they left 13 men on base and went 1 for 15 with runners in scoring position and lost for the 5th straight day. You can't go 1 for 15 and expect to win a ball game.
No. That's relying on hitting home runs, which this team did last year. And they do every year.
And they got lucky that they were even in it last year.
That's what they do, man. They rely on the home run until August, and then they turn it on and they start hitting on all cylinders.
Oh, it's August, so let's get the fuck going.
Hopefully.
I mean, you said it best. I mean, you said earlier, you know, we'll rant till the sun comes up about this shit show, but at the end of the day, it comes down to ownership and not being able to get the job done on the field, and that's despite having all the talent in the world. This is the deepest Mets roster we've seen in years.
Yeah,
with a 30-man with a 30-man active roster
for now,
this should be. Yeah, I think it's in 2 weeks changes.
2 weeks, I believe. Yeah, down to 28.
That's so weird.
And 2 more weeks down to 26.
That's so stupid.
Yep.
But that's a whole other rant. We can go on a Rob Manfred therapy session. But
yeah,
the basics of it are ownership and not being able to get the job done on the field, and that's at the end of the day, that's going to kill you.
Yes, it is. Sell the team.
I feel a little better though.
Sell the team.
A little bit better. Just you putting the sign up there?
That's my sign.
Yep.
Sell the team. Sell the team. Can't take it away from me. I'm at home. Legendary kid.
I mean, all right. Mets therapy session number 1 in the books. Shout out to Howie Rose. Put in the books. Do you feel a little better now?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't too distraught before. I was a little more confused, I'd say.
Right, because you missed the lead up to the Cespedes stuff. Yeah.
I missed a lot of shit that happened today, apparently. Yeah, so more so confused. I'm disappointed with Cespedes and the end, but again, tip of the cap to him for 2015 and 16, what he did for us, and that's it. That's it. I do feel better, though. I do feel better, yeah.
I mean, you know, as a Mets fan, we're never going to feel great.
That is true.
But every little bit helps, and we might have some guests on and do a little pseudo Mets podcast here, branching off. But
and we might be coming through some more new segments for
yes
for Take a Pitch. So
in other general baseball news, though, you know, wishing all the best for all the Marlins who are currently dealing with coronavirus, for all the Cardinals who have been tested positive, both players and staff, and really anyone else who has been affected by this. You know, it's not going away because as a country we're not taking it seriously, but that's a whole other issue. But yeah, no. Hopefully we can get it under control soon within baseball, and we'll be able to play the rest of the season without any other.
See, we were smart. We got in February and January, February and March.
We got in early before this new shit came out. Prayers up to Eduardo Rodriguez, who's missing the 2020 season with the heart condition because of COVID. Never want to see that, especially with the heart. I mean, that's some dangerous shit. We saw Kenley Jansen.
Yeah. What does he have? Thickening of the heart walls?
It's it's like some sort of like blood clot almost to an extent, I think.
Yeah,
but not a blood clot.
I saw he needed an ablation.
Yeah, I mean, again, never want to see any heart issues.
Hopefully that's a speedy operation, and
but he's
I hope all is well. I hope all is well with him, and God bless.
Lorenzo Cain opting out as well. Yep. You know,
God bless him.
High profile guy.
Well. Yeah. He was actually. I didn't know, honestly. He actually was having a pretty good season this year so far. Hitting over 300.
Pick up the slack that Christian Yelich hasn't been able to do. But
that Christian Yelich will turn on very soon.
Yeah, and again, you know, to any player who opts out, we understand as long as you're not doing it the way Yoenis Cespedes did it.
Yeah, exactly.
So there will be a second episode this week of Take a Pitch. We'll get the guys back on, and we'll cover all the things we did. We kind of briefly touched on tonight, and like Lorenzo Cain and the Cardinals mini outbreak it seems like they're having and such like that. We'll cover all that and talk a little bit extended.
Yeah, we're gonna get a full round table of the Foursome podcast coming next time.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you know, we love having the guys on, and they just weren't able to do it, so we were able to just kind of get our little Mets therapy in.
Yeah, and now this will be a weekly thing. So,
and you know, thanks to Thrive Fantasy for partnering with us.
Yes.
And again, if you didn't hear it before, or if you missed it,
here's the ad again.
This episode is brought to you by Thrive Fantasy.
Just kidding.
No, you know, just sign up for Thrive Fantasy. You get $20 bonus.
Here's the link.
Right down there, yep. And $20 bonus at your first $20 deposit or more. Prop bets, you know, prop bets are fun. I love doing them. That's where I make most of my money in the Super Bowl. So yeah, check it out. Sign up at www.thrivefantasy.com, link below, or the apps in their app store. Billy, it's been real. It's been fun. Can't say it's been real fun though, talking about the Mets and the shit show.
It was good though. Get it off the chest, and
I can sleep a little bit tonight now.
Yeah. Yep.
It's been Mets Therapy Session 1.
Yep.
Peace.
Good night. And God bless. Love you. Bye.